shit. We'll talk about the spiritual community rant. We're going to have a good conversation. A good, transparent conversation just between us. You and I. Right? What is the point of talking if you can't be real? Welcome to Racqi Road TV, where we laugh, learn, brainstorm, and expand our consciousness together. I'm supposed to be live right now with what is this about? Tarot. I am Racquel. But it's late as fuck, and I figured I would let it flow real quick because of how I was feeling with a recent incident, a major point in my life. Some life-changing things has happened recently. Really put some things in perspective, right? Really put some things into perspective. For sure. It did. And you may ask, what perspective is that? I can't say this shit enough. Spiritualists need to really be careful. As one that is gifted, we are all gifted. Let's say that. We all have abilities. But there are those of us that come down and we walk within that. Other people just live their life. And whatever that looks like to them, they're living it. They ain't somewhere pulling no motherfucking tarot cards. Okay? They not someone bringing in your loved ones that has transitioned. All right? They're not prophesying, proliferating, liberating. They not doing none of that shit. They're living the life that they want to live. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's so many life forms and living beings, humans on the planet. There's no shortage, despite what might be told. Things are how they need to be at all times in this universe. But with that, is always room to do better. We can revamp, remix, flip it down and reverse it like Missy Elliott or whatever the fuck. But when you walk in this and you operate in this, you have a responsibility. Or at least you should feel like you have a responsibility. Because there are people that are coming to spiritualists. They're coming to them for guidance or reassurance or whatever it may be. Now, I do want to say this. Even when somebody's reading you, I'm a firm believer in can't nobody give you no message your spirit didn't already know. Now, whether you tapped in and discerned and figured out what that was, that can vary. But you know, you might get a reading and you hear something that you feel like you didn't know, but then it hit you. And you get that certain feeling that your soul knew it. We call that resonating. Yeah, I am with the word salad. We call it resonating. When it resonates, that's because your soul already know. I don't like how that shit be doing the robot. What the fuck is up with that? What is that delay? That glitch? Anyway, it is okay to aspire to be better. it is okay to want to help more people, but I want people to, and I'm serious. And now this is just my viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Don't get your panties in the bunch. Matter of fact, let's here right quick.
Hey friend, you can now join my Patreon for free. The link is provided below.
I ain't even let the intro start playing. I fucked that up. But anywho, that shit didn't flow like it should have. I cut it off too early. I'm over here eager but a finger, but stop doing shit. You when you are speaking into people's life, man, just don't play with nobody. That's I'm gonna just say it like that. Don't play on nobody top. If you're not trying to do right, don't do it. Just don't fucking do it. That's the least you could do. If you're not gonna do right by people, you're not gonna be honest. People like to say that I'm overly honest. I mean, and no not to one of my girls. She called me Jesus girlfriend, and that's okay. I fucks with that because you know what? That's how I, as an individual, this is how I keep my conscience clear because I'm always moving with good intentions and I always want the best for people. So, therefore, I'm going to be very transparent with people, and people are going to quickly understand how I can be of help to them or not. But some of y'all out here running, pretty loose. Y'all loosey goosey with it and shit. And I mean, okay, but we also got to be careful of the energy that we sending out here because we are collective energy. So by default, that energy got to come back to you. So why you playing? When you play with people, just know you playing with yourself in the end. In the end, you not going to have the last laugh. That shit going to come back around. And see, I just ask all beings to have integrity in everything that you do. And if you're working for the side of opposition, have the integrity enough to admit you are opposition. Still play your part. Still be in the dark, motherfucker. You over there sneaking up on people, fucking people up. You that person. But how you hold your integrity is stop trying to act like you not. You're the bad guy. So society says. That's okay. You play that part. But I choose to be good, motherfucker. Don't shame me. I think when people come to spiritualists need to declare who they are. Oh, if you're looking for one of them high vibrational motherfuckers, you might want to go over there because we low vibrational as fuck over here. And we can get that work for you too, or whatever. Allegedly, whatever. This is for entertainment purposes. But I am shooting the shit in the way. I did a video taking accountability and people were shocked. People are shocked that someone would take accountability, but where the fuck are we at as a society where taking accountability is a shocker? That should be the norm. Because at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying. If I go out here and fuck up, I do something wrong, I'm good with acknowledging I was wrong. It's okay. Like what anybody gonna do to me? I'm not doing nothing to nobody. So why would somebody want to do anything to me? This is how the fuck I like to move. I'm not doing nothing to you. I didn't call your mama out her name or whatever. I didn't call you no hoe. Like it's crazy. I didn't bring up your children. Like I think that's a no no. So what are we doing? I don't know. Spiritualists, when you got a fucked up mood too, don't be reading over people. No. Your fucked up energy taints the reading. Because now all the shit got to come through that level of distortion. This is what I'm saying. We got to be accountable. Because accountability makes this community stronger. That's what the fuck we missing. Accountability makes spiritualists stronger. Listen, when you stand in truth, I don't give a fuck what it is. It can't be nothing but respected. Even the universe, in its own way, in its own translation, respects an individual that stand up in their truth. That's why when people don't stand in their truth, that's why their life be hell. Because you're living in direct opposition of your entire vibration and who you are. So it ain't got no choice but to cause chaos. Just be you, stand in your truth. I stand in my truth. But it's crazy because it's people that stand in their truth, they got other people that's mad at them. Well, bitch, you got the option to stand in your truth. You don't want to stand in your truth, but you want to get mad because I stand in mine. That sounds like a fucking personal problem. And it sounds like a mental problem if you got some malice towards me because of that. No, that's your problem. You need to take accountability for that. You need to either accept you like that or change it and do better or do different. We need accountability in this shit. Y'all can't be speaking over people's lives and y'all got a whole bunch of fucked up attachments and energy. Now listen, I ain't tapping into people energy like that. I'm willing to do readings. I am. But I'm saying currently I'm not tapping into people energies like that. I've had my instances, but I feel like, and I'm not knocking, this is my opinion. You see things differently. And you know what? Your opinion is a possibility in the universe, therefore it's right. Due to probability of instances. I got to stand in my truth. I must. Everybody would stop getting their ass whooped if they would stand in their truth. Again, the universe rewards people that stand 10 toes on who they are. And the way you do that is being authentic. Why it is that people are afraid to be themselves, I don't know. And y'all be fucking with people because you won't. If we could just stand in our truth, we can move accordingly and things will move smoother. But you motherfuckers, y'all too hung up on trying to keep the mask up. So because you want to keep the mask up, we can't heal and move on. Take that stupid ass mask off. You've been wearing the same one for the last decade. We not even scared no more. What is the new shit? What you gonna do now? I think we are in a crazy way in 2025 when people think it's like some anomaly for an individual to take accountability. But at the end of the day, I'm fucking grown. I did it. Did I not do it? I did it. What's so hard about saying or owning up to things that you do? I don't know. You did it. I mean, if and some things call for public accountability. If you publicly show your ass and you wrong, you in the wrong, then you need to publicly come out and take accountability for that. Because you can't be out here airing people out and making people feel shitty and you're lying and you're making up stuff. No, your ass was bold and brazen to do that. You got to come forward and take account for that. And if you don't, watch how the energy around you change and watch how it not be favorable to your outcome. I don't give a fuck what you do. You gotta be truthful about it. And truthful don't mean that you gotta go around announcing it, but what it do mean is you are in truth with yourself. I know who I am. Whatever that is. Cause see, me, I'm impartial to whatever side you choose. My thing is just know that you chose. My you chose. You chose a side. When you choose to do shitty stuff, you choose one side, the shitty crew. And when you choose to operate out of truth and integrity and loyalty and shit like that, I'm just when you are an honorable person, that's who you are. That's the work that you do. But this whole notion that I'm a shitty person, but I'm going to keep lying to myself and telling me I'm a good person and telling everybody else, gaslighting the fuck out of everybody else is a crazy thing to me. That's wild. And I just feel like we could function so much more smoothly as a body of people if we are honest with ourselves. So that whole condition trickles down not only to people just going about their lives, working their jobs, going on trips, you know what I'm saying, enjoying their lives as families or whatever their family arrangements are. But you got these other people that have tapped into their abilities that everybody has and they got a mission. But then you got even a sector of those people who be on the bullshit. Like me, I understand like when you take on all that energy, you're tapping into other people's energy field. That's a lot of energy that you're attaching yourself to. You got to go and dump that energy. You got to alchemize it. And I know y'all not doing the cleaning and alchemization that y'all should because that shit is a lot of work. So y'all collecting all this energy and then you reading into people's lives and you giving them fucked up shit. And if somehow there is no intervention spiritually, they can go and blow up their lives. And then what I mean, what's the and what you saying in response? Fuck it. You the one who sent that bullshit out there. But the person takes it for and I get it, right? People do need to understand that still don't matter what nobody tell you. You make the final decision over your life. No, I don't care what information anybody brings you to you about you. You make your final decision always. But you got some people that don't understand that concept. And then they have to be accounted for too. So people know when they misleading people that just not that savvy in that way. You telling people shit and you can get away with it because this person is not savvy in the area that you are. And then these people take your word because they see you as some kind of God, which we all, God is within us all. But you know, I'm saying from the role we playing as whatever our names is, whatever body we taking, the role we playing, you know, you got to be accountable for this shit, man. I don't know what else to say. Like people hang on to people have a savior complex. You've got people that have a savior complex. You've got people that have a hero complex. You got the people that's always trying to save people, and you got the people that's always wanting to be saved. That's just what the fuck it is. So the people that want to be saved, looking to the people that's trying to save, whether they feel called to or they self-empower themselves, they gas themselves up to do it, however the fuck it comes. They look up to you because they don't have that level. And then they take your information like it's Bible, not accounting for their free will and the decisions that they make. Simply off of going off of what You told them. And they blow their life up. This is why I think, and this is what I do. And listen, I'm not on nobody ass. Whatever you want to do, well, however you offer your services, that is your business and well within your right. But it's within my right to do things how I want to do them. And I'm simply explaining them from that viewpoint. I always let everybody know. You will hear me say this in my videos. There is no seer, psychic, medium, or whatever you want to call them that is going to be 100% accurate. So you don't want to necessarily take no reading to the bank and cash a check on it, because due to free will, in the next actions that you take after you leave me alters your life. One change can put you in a different something. You just do something different, it'll put you on a different timeline. But there is a lot of times that we be right. And we maybe might not be wrong, but you might skip that timeline. Like that, what I gave you was accurate, but you jumped the timeline because you chose something different. We have to be able to tell people that and account for that. At the end of the day, no matter what I tell you in this reading, you have control over your life. And depending on how you move alters the outcome. That absolves you a lot of shit. But when you don't say that, and people looking at you as Bible, and you tell them this, and they strictly move, they don't weigh it by their spirit or their mind, they strictly making decisions off of what you read and told them, and they blow their life up. I couldn't even be carrying that type of responsibility on my spirit. I got to get a loophole, because you're not gonna hold me hostage to that. You have free will. I told you what I saw based on the energy that I was tapping into. But your decisions could have altered that. And then you might get some shit that is do happen. We got to be responsible when we are dealing with people. We have to be responsible on how we handle one another in this collective. I don't know what people don't understand. We have to be responsible. We are energy. And our energies and frequencies change depending on our intentions, our thoughts, everything. Shit. It depends on every fucking thing. And the fact that y'all don't understand that in 2025, and we talking about spiritualists, regular people. If the regular people, or I don't say regular as to say inferior. I'm just saying they not on this extra shit that we on. They over there, eating a cheeseburger, talking shit with their family. Like they ain't worried about. You feel me? So we are the beacons for them people. And when we moving irresponsibly, we are working against the whole progression. Because now people start looking at us like scams and shams. And no, I didn't come here to be scam likely. That's not what I came for. I don't like scam likely on calling my motherfucking phone. You hear me? When I see scam likely on my phone, on my call ID, first of all, you have alerted me to this tethering device. False alarm, that's pissing me off rip. So just on the strength of that, I don't like scam likely calling my fucking phone, and it gets on my nerves. I'm not going to be scam likely to someone in their life. No, no, no. But you got some people that really to the bone don't give a fuck. They don't. They don't give a flying fuck, dog. They don't care what happens to nobody. As long as in the moment how they move is serving them, they could give a shit less about everybody. And I'm talking about this is in every level of life. We're going to say allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. But I don't give a damn what level or title or what it have you. That's what it is. Now people gotta quit fucking around. They gotta quit acting like they don't know what the fuck is going on, man. At the end of the day, man, we powerful. And we contribute to a lot of our of this bullshit. And again, this is at every level of humanity. It's at every level. It's at every color. It's at every shape. You feel what I'm saying? This type of syndrome is not specific to one type of way of life or culture or whatever. No. This shit is widespread in every fucking where. Y'all gotta understand that we are a collective. And the more you wake the fuck up, you will realize how deep that shit go. And you will look at life so much different. I promise you. Real shit, I'm about to tell y'all something. This year, I realized I had feelings. I got my feelings back. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm not no evil person or nothing. I'm very nice, always pleasant, always speak, very helpful. But I really don't be giving a fuck though. I don't. And I realized this year, like I care. Yeah, cause I mean, some stuff I still don't give a fuck about. Like, you want to talk shit about me or whatever, I could care less. That's your opinion. They ain't got shit to do with me. That's your business. Your opinion and viewpoints is only Bible in your world. It ain't in mine. My shit runs supreme here. And I'm open to everybody else. And I'm empathetic and considerate to everybody else's. But I understand that I'm driving the car of my universe. So why I'm going to let you get me out of my lane? That don't make no sense. I got to stay focused. But outside of that, I realized I got feelings. Yeah. So one day I'm driving down the street, minding my business, And then it's two squirrels. They decide to jump out off the grass on the side. I don't know. They were feeling frisky or something, or they were having some kind of quarrel. The squirrels were going at it. Something was going on with these squirrels. I don't fucking know. And I was really trying to figure, like, damn, I know y'all hear these cars. I know you feel the vibration. Why is y'all in the street? Why did you jump in the street when car started coming? So now I'm trying to, cause I'm pro life, not to offend nobody. And listen, don't listen. The one I'm freedom of choice. Whatever you do is your business. Don't attack me. I don't give a damn. I support you to know what you need to do for you. How about that? But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We got to figure it out. I just be you, but you gotta understand that everything works together. So back to these fucking squirrels, because I got off the beaten trail. I was zoned out of it. It's late as fuck, okay? I swerved out the lane. I'm back. About the squirrel. So anyway, these two little motherfuckers, they in the street. Like, what's going on here? So, again, I respect life. They got the right to live. They do also need to get the fuck out my way though. But they got the right to live. So, I hit the car like this, boom. And Lord knows I did every effort to dodge this squirrel, and then bloom, 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 bloom. Baby, my heart broke. My heart broke. Seal could have started singing in the background. Like, If I had background music in that moment, Seal would be the one singing. Like that's I baby, I who baby. Listen, that shit took me out. I was crying and shit. I was tasting my husband like, I'm just sound. You don't even make no damn sense. You crying. You all fucked up. Yeah, I was like that. I hit a squirrel, baby. I said, damn. I start saying a prayer, trying to send that baby over and light and all type of shit. I felt a type of way. And it's just some shit I don't give a fuck about. Yeah, that part still exists. I was feeling fucked up about that squirrel though. And it's like I did everything I could do to get out his way, but it's like, damn, I had to be part of his end of life contract. Why me, dog? I'm just trying to get down the street. I'm just trying to get to my destination. I don't, shit happens. And I was feeling a type of way. But one thing I'm all right with feeling because I realize I'm grown and it's okay for me to feel. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a crime for me to have emotions. And anybody who don't understand it, they just not my type of people. Like, okay, fuck off. Go find you other heartless motherfuckers. I don't care what you do. Leave me alone. It's okay to feel. It's good to feel because you have to be able to feel to be tapped into your intuition. It's hard to be tapped in when you can't feel. So that's why, as the abilities heightened, you feel more. And baby, that squirrel situation was my wake up call. So back to the main message. We kind of took a detour, but I said a lot of shit. But what I really want to emphasize on is we got to be careful of how we are showing up in the world, the things that we say to people as if it's the end all be all and there are no exceptions, loopholes, or possible foreseeable changes. We got to stop telling people shit like that when we speaking over their life or providing services. We got to let them know. We need to move like we understand that we are connected. And when we do things, we do it to ourselves. When we wake up to that, we will move differently. So I said a lot of shit to really say that. Okay?
Hey, friend, you can now join my Patreon for free. The link is provided below.
Yeah. I thank y'all for listening to my TED Talk late as fuck at night. Baby, my TED Talk. And I at some point I'm gonna get into why this video was even a thing, right? Because I felt this on a personal level. Yeah. So that's it. I'm done, y'all. Thank you. Tap in. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow Wednesday. We'll get back at it then. Okay. Make sure you join my Patreon. Make sure you join. Like, share, tell somebody about me. Whatever. If you like to support me, you can always check out my Patreon shop. If you don't want to do that, you can donate, or your donation can simply be liking, sharing, subscribing, telling somebody about me. It's so many ways to support a person, right? And there are great free options. I just hope that you would choose one for me tonight. And I thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Okay, Racquel's TED version of TED Talk. I don't want no trademarks. You know what I'm saying? I don't want TED Talk, but this is my version of, I'm out.